Coming up tonight on UTVS News, an explosion rocks southeastern Minneapolis. And then a Minnesota congressional candidate faces allegations that she misused campaign funds. But first, details on the release of the Wetterling investigation files. UTVS News starts right now. Welcome to UTVS News at 4:30. I'm Spencer Schacht. A Stearns County judge has awarded more than $17 million in damages to a man molested as a child by the man who went on to kill and abduct Jacob Wetterling back in 1989. Jared Sherrill was only 12 years old when he was molested by Danny Heinrich. Heinrich admitted to the crimes against Sherrill and Wetterling in a plea agreement back in 2016. Sherrill was awarded the monetary damages on Thursday, but it is unlikely that Heinrich will be able to pay. Amazon founder and CEO Jeff Bezos has pledged $2.5 million to the Simpson Housing Service in Minnesota. Authorities in St. Cloud say an apartment fire may have been caused by arson. The fire was first put out by the St. Cloud Police Department, and the smell of gasoline lingered throughout the building. The Enbridge Energy pipeline replacement is one step closer to beginning, as state regulators have voted to reject the petition against the project. The current Line 3 pipeline was built in the 1960s and has been subject to cracking and corrosion. Today, the Public Utilities Commission upheld its previous decision to approve the project. Now, the pipeline replacement will likely face opposition in court before it can actually begin. 34-year-old Gregory Scheel of St. Cloud has been convicted of killing his grandparents. The wife of a former Ku Klux Klan leader is taking responsibility for her husband's death. Officials say Melissa Encana confessed to the murder of her husband, Frank Encana, who was killed in February of 2017. Moving to the Midwest, in a similar case, authorities have released the latest information on yesterday's workplace shooting in Wisconsin. The struggle continues in Minneapolis to find permanent shelter for those living in the tent camp along the highway. City officials want to find something soon before the winter season hits. 2 deaths occurred in the camp in recent weeks, and officials are also concerned about drug use, diseases, and crime. A pump fire at a gas station in Shoreview that severely burned a 17-year-old girl on Tuesday does not appear to have been the cause of a malfunction with the pump. Back home in Stearns County, emergency vehicles were dispatched early this afternoon to a crash on County Road 50. The decision to sentence the former Minneapolis police officer who shot and killed Justine Damon last summer is still undecided. On the subject of upcoming elections, Facebook is showing off their new war room in preparation for the midterms. With Hurricane Florence still affecting the Carolinas, Puerto Rico is remembering Hurricane Marina 1 year after it made landfall on the island. According to a new poll, young adults say cyberbullying has become a serious issue for people their age. But most young people think they won't be a target of the online abuse themselves. Back in the Granite City, people are getting ready to celebrate Halloween. And every year during the month of October, Molitor's Haunted Acres has been performing a thrilling setup. UTVS reporter Tony Langfellow went to experience the thrills and chills for himself. Taylor, it's been a pretty chilly day. I had to put a jacket on for the first time in a couple of days. Like you said, it was a blast from the past. I remember watching Dave Coulier growing up on Full House, and it will be so exciting to see him in person.
Can't wait. So it's definitely sweatshirt weather out there.
Yeah, it sounds like those Grizzlies might be going into hibernation soon, because I feel like I should be.
No, absolutely.
Well, that's a little disappointing to hear about the snow, especially on homecoming weekend. Slight break this weekend before it gets back into it.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, thank you very much for joining us here at UTVS News at 4:30. Tune back in on Monday.